Hello and greetings. Welcome to earGROUND, your voice amplifier. My name is Mhike. Welcome to the platform that brings you some of the amazing voices. And we go far afield to even speak to creatives that are working in different communities. And today I'll be speaking to a creative who's working in the area of Zvishavane and around the province of Midlands, and has been doing amazing work there, working with young creatives, but also creating a lot of great content. Emmanuel Mhike. Welcome to earGROUND.
Thank you so much, Claude. Thank you, viewers.
Great. It's great to have you on the program because you've been working for so many years, doing a lot of amazing work at community level. Everybody wants to work in the cities. They want to move to Harare. But what made you decide to stay and create work within your hometown?
Yeah, firstly, I can say I'm a royal son here, so this is our place, Majiwa. I'm in Majiwa, which is southeast of Zvishavane. So I'm also moved about the marginalizations of the rural areas. Like we are lagging behind in access to information, in a lot of things, infrastructure development. So my passion is giving voices to people in marginalized communities, and also making even the legislators, even the community leaders accountable to the peoples. So they call me the marginalized people's champion because I always think about the marginalized people, because these people, they need their voices to be heard, but they don't have the opportunities. But me, I'm privileged enough. We're working for a certain NGO here, Muonde Trust. I have some resources, but sometimes it's hard. I use my phone. Now we have Wi-Fi. I use Facebook, or I use other platforms like Twitter. So I think I should help my community in that way. So I thought to myself, I will stay here.
Wow.
In the rural
where
areas.
Where did that story begin, your journey? What got you into the creative arts? At what point?
Yeah, I can say I was at first I did a degree in musicology, the Midland State University. My father wanted me to do a degree in arts, but it was English literature. But being a love of music, I find myself filling the form and applying for musicology. So I did it for fun. I didn't have any career guidance, learning from the rural areas. You didn't get any career guidance whatsoever. So I did it just for fun, that I love music. So I did music at Midland State University. Then during my internship, I had a chance to work with a certain guy called Joe Wheeler, who started the Midlands Arts and Culture Festival. So I get impressed about some rural talent, because at Midlands Arts and Culture Festival, we were drawing people from 8 districts of Midlands, which are Gokwe, Chirumanzu, Shavane. So I saw a lot of talent, and I was inspired that there's a lot of talent coming from the rural areas. So from that era, I can say Joe Wheeler inspired me to start loving the rural areas, loving the talent coming from the rural areas. So from that experience, I started loving working with the rural people.
Wow, that is interesting. He's a good friend of mine, and it's actually great to hear somebody speak highly of him.
Really?
Yes, he is.
I didn't know.
Yes, he is. It's such a small world, and I think the dots are starting to connect. But let's look at your work. You have won awards. You've won some awards at home. You've won some international awards. Let's talk about those awards.
Yeah, I can say, firstly, I won awards from abroad. And to me, it was a painful experience to me, because I said, what about the local people? Are they not seeing my efforts? Because at first, I have got some presentations in Canada, and they say I won the best presentation award there. Then comes the big one, which was filmmaking, impactful videos. So from Sheffield University. So I said, what about those people from my own country? Because I was also submitting my works even to NAMA, even to other local and provincial awards.
Yes.
Then I'm so glad that this year I started winning the local awards, like from the Midlands Media Awards.
Yes.
I won the Outstanding Arts and Entertainment Reporter. So, but I submitted saying, no, I'll just submit. I was not sure. I was not confident about it. Then I was surprised when I was nominated, and I was even more surprised when I was announced the winner. Wow. But that gives me more motivation. Then coming home to my district, there was Zvishavane Youth Awards. Yes. They awarded me the Zvishavane brand, the Zvishavane Ambassador, Youth Ambassador Award.
Wow. Wow.
So that was really great. And it was being voted for. And I came up tops with 1,101 votes. Wow. So it was really amazing. So I have been motivated by the awards.
Wow. And what does it mean to your work? What does it mean about the work that you're doing there when you start getting that kind of appreciation at home and people are acknowledging and awarding you in your hometown finally?
It's really great, and it meant a lot to me. That means I'm doing something which is very impactful, something which is life-changing, and something I never thought of. So I really want to acknowledge the people who are recognizing my efforts, especially the people from the Midlands Media Awards, yes, the people from the Zvishavane Youth Awards, all those organizers. I want to thank them. And that's really
great. Let's talk a bit about, sorry to interject there. Let's talk a bit about the work that you've done, some of the projects. What would you say has been the highlight of your career so far as a content creator, as a creative?
I think the highlight, I can say the award from Sheffield University about video making, because, you know, I have been doing videos for a long time. From 2015, I've been doing community impactful videos. But, you know, when you are not doing comedy, when you are not doing something like which is something which is impactful, people rarely notice you. People want comedy and drama. So it took a lot of time for people to realize who I am and what I do. But I want to thank the Sheffield University, because they they saw what I'm doing from the Muonde Trust YouTube account. And we've been doing about videos of people doing kupura, people doing community water harvesting, resilience projects. We also have been having friends from Zambia coming here, and we have been documenting that. We have been documenting people changing the landscape of Zimbabwe using this, what they have, you know, the indigenous innovations. Then, you know, I have been in Kenya, and I remember in Kenya, you helped me a lot. I said, Plot, I want a map of Africa where Kenya is highlighted. Then Plot, you helped me a lot. Then I did a resilience documentation there. Whatever that was then done there, they just say, we don't have a videographer here. You are going to do everything for us. Wow. Wow. So I did everything for them, and boom, they posted that on their website, which is Africa Learning Institute and Campus Africa. Then it get big, and I started having some conversations with big people from Canada, big people from America, and some people from Africa, and some professors from Ghana. So I think filmmaking, which is community filmmaking,
Yeah.
that is the highlight of my career, and receiving the award for that from Sheffield University is the best ever thing ever to happen to me.
Congratulations. And I know that the star is not going to stop shining. You continue to excel, and I see your work that you're doing. And let's look at a bit at the impact that this work is making. How much of an impact do you think that the work that you're making, that you're doing, is making? Because now there's so much content, coming, especially from the bigger cities, but you're making work there. Are people receiving it well? Are they consuming it? What sort of impact is it also changing the narrative? Is it highlighting important struggles and stories and achievements from the community? What sort of impact are you making with that?
Yeah, I think there's a great impact. And I think, Plot, if you check now, there's a shift in the issues of media. People used to rely on main media, but now there's the coming of small streams media.
Yeah.
There's a really great impact here. And now people are taking more focus on what is happening in the communities.
Yes.
What is really taking place outside Harare, what is taking place outside Bulawayo, outside Gweru. And there's change of the narrative, of the media narrative in itself. And one of the adjudicators of the Midlands Media Awards told me that we were very impressed about things coming from rural areas, like what you wrote about Mberengwa, what you wrote about Mazviwa. So there were COVID stories there, which were artistic. I wrote about. There were artists there, which needed enough attention, but they are doing something. They're not waiting to be helped. So he told me, that guy, that we are very impressed about those stories, because those are the kind of stories you won't find in the Herald. You won't find in the Standard newspaper, because those guys, they rely on us. And to tell you something, I've been providing a lot of content to my guys at the Herald, to my guys in Newsday, and even radio stations. I've been providing information to Star FM, to our local radio. Even our local radio here, there's YA FM. Yeah. The guys, they call me. Even what they did, even at YA FM, is that every intern who comes in, they gave him or her my number. Wow. So they want to know what is happening in Mazviwa every day. Wow. So it's like people don't have resources to come to the rural areas but they are using the people who are there.
Wow. This is interesting. But is it the work that you are doing, does it make business sense? Because I've spoken to a lot of creators and they say, look, we are pursuing our passion and pursuing what we love, but the struggle is always how to really get income from the work that you're doing. For you, how has been the experience?
No, my guy, it doesn't make business sense. We are not getting anything from this. I think at one time I had to tell certain radio guys and newspaper guys that, you guys, you are getting paid because of me. You guys, you are staying in your offices, and I'm providing the information. What am I getting from that? What has kept me going is the organization I work for, that is Muonde Trust, that is paying me some salary. Not all the content I have provided, not all the stories I have written, all that it is just been community services. And sometimes you don't even get plot, you don't even get acknowledgements that it's you who provided this information.
Yes, it's as if it's their own information.
Yeah, it seems as if it's their own information. And there's nothing financial or material you get from that. So I don't know how we can go about it, but sometimes you block people, say, nah, no, this is too much. And even your wife, you said, nah, no, my friend, you're being used here. So what are we getting from this? But because of passion, you find yourself getting to give the information again to the same people. And those people, some people of them, I know some of them, they are even winning awards because of our information we give them.
I think there has to be a shift of some sort, because if people want the information and the work that you're doing, I think they have to also place some value on it. And I think it's something that you have also to shift and change and say, look, you know what, I love the work that I'm doing, but also I'm looking at, livelihood, at family. Family needs to also survive and eat off the work that we are doing. But anyway, congratulations on that great work. And I remember you also did a lot of lobbying around the Zvishavane Arts Center. Was it finally demolished? I remember the city council, they wanted to destroy it, and you took a stand. You lobbied the National Arts Council and the government to actually intervene and help preserve, a center that you say was benefiting a lot of lives through access to a market. What happened to that issue?
Yeah, I think it's one of the sad stories we still have in our country, that belittling of arts is still going on. And it was demolished, that art center near Mandava Rank. And after we do some lobbying and advocacy, the minister intervened, and even the provincial guys from the Ministry of Sports, Arts and Recreation came down to Zvishavane. And for a moment, it appears as if the problem has been solved, because we are given a new site along the Masvingo-Zvishavane highway. Yes. We are given a new site, and they immediately built the foundation. But to me, it seems they were bribing us, because from that moment until today, it's still a foundation. The new site is still a foundation, and Mimosa was said to be built in that site. But until this day, there is still foundation. But where there was a center, they've demolished, and it's now a flea market. It's now a flea market, a thriving flea market, and they are making money there. The council is making money. They are collecting revenue. They are making money. But as for the art center, there is a foundation. There's nothing. And that's really sad. These people, they don't give value to the arts. Yeah. They don't give value to the arts.
Wow. That is sad. But I hope, with the work that you are doing, you continue to lobby and you continue to help, push resources and efforts towards the reconstruction of that new center there and make it happen.
Yes, I will continue doing that. We will never give up. We will stand up for what is ours.
Great. And for somebody who doesn't know Zvishavane, who doesn't know Mandava, who doesn't know the area that you're working in, what is that unique story that you tell them? You meet somebody in New York, you meet them in Senegal, and you want to tell them specifically about the area that you come from. What is it that you would tell them?
Yeah. The first biggest thing about Zvishavane plot is the Shaban mine. The Shaban mine was once one of the biggest asbestos mine in Southern Africa. Unfortunately, due to economic meltdown and some other reasons, which are political, I cannot talk much about. Zvishavane and Shaban mine is now down. But the mine itself has done a lot for the Zvishavane town. It has provided more 5 compounds, and also one of the greatest musical outfit, Zvishavane Sounds.
Yes.
Which Gift Amuli is now leading.
Yes.
But there are still some surviving members. I think there are 2. One of them I'm doing a documentary with, and I think I will share with you when I'm done. And there's also Shaban Mines FC, Varu for club, and the Maglas Stadium. And the culture around it, the rumors, I don't know if it is the superstition of because you know most of the people who played for Shabani were the Malawans who came by the rail to work for the Shaban mine. So there was too much of Zigure before the game and after the game, and that belief is still alive, and they are still playing every Saturday at a certain place called Mapula. There will be a Pungwe of Zugule playing there.
Wow. Before the match.
Yeah, before the match. And it used to be effective during Shaban Mine's era.
Yeah.
But you know, the death of the mine also lead to the death of the Zvishavane Sounds. It also lead to the death of the football club, Shaban Mine Football Club, Varu. So Shaban Mine, it has got also, I think, the second biggest building in Zimbabwe. That was the mine shaft. And also the standing out booms, which are still there.
Yes.
There is a really fascinating story about Shaban Mine and also about how it was founded in a place called Birthday by a certain white man called Birthday. So
yes.
I think it is about Shaban Mine that can make anyone fall in or interested in knowing our Shawani. But it's really sad now that there's Mimosa, right? Mimosa is trying, but I still have some concerns about Mimosa. They are really focusing on soccer. Yes, on soccer they're doing very well with FC Platinum, but they are doing. I don't know much. What are they doing about the arts? About music? Wow. I was thinking they are going to take the Shaban Mine route. They fund a musical outfit and give them the instruments and do that, and also even fund even the upcoming youth and even do the awards, because Mimosa is a big thing, plot. Yes. It's a very big thing, but they should, I think, focusing on the arts is a very little thing to them, because platinum is a precious mineral. So I don't know how best can we reach to them, but I've been trying with the Zvishavane Arts and Culture Association, my association, to lob Mimosa, focus on arts a little bit more, or the same way they do to football. I know in football they are not getting money. Even in arts, they can do that. It's part of corporate social responsibility.
Wow, that is very interesting, and I like your passion and your drive there on those issues. And you speak about one of my all-time favorite bands, the Zvishavane Sounds. I grew up on Zvishavane Sounds, listening to Shtoto.
Wow.
Dirimuranda. I know the whole catalog from Zvishavane Sounds, and I think I still listen to their music up to date. And it would be interesting to see that documented. And talking about music before we end, you are the manager for My Patai, the award-winning My Patai. You're still working together?
Yes.
Great. And
yes, we are still working together.
How does it feel? How is it like working with such a big national brand musically?
Oh, I think that is something which is a highlight of my arts career. Mm-hmm. Working with My Patai, the People's Choice, someone we have won Nama. It's really great, and I grew up listening to Mazambara. And I never thought that one day I'll work with the hitmaker. So it's really awesome. I've been in contact with My Patai. We've been doing a lot. And one thing I noticed that someone is a graduate of musicology is that is music managers. Yes, musically, because of COVID and other things, music is not paying. But we have been organizing with My Patai in other fronts, like we have started My Patai Girl Child Mentorship Program.
Wow.
Where she is mentoring the girls in issues of sanitation. It's where I came from. The girls don't know what is a pad. If you ask most of the girls, grown-up girls, what is a pad, they don't know what is it. So with My Patai, we are launching that program, and we are really focusing on girl child empowerment. And also My Patai has donated spacious home in Gweru that she wanted. It has got Wi-Fi. She wanted some of the girls to come from rural areas and use the Wi-Fi there for education, for training, for whatever they want to do. And also, I think next week in Berengwa, we are going to launch self-help groups where we are going to make sure the girls, they make soap on their own, they make cobra on their own, foam bath on their own. So we just get some resources from business people there and start doing that. So it's one of the creative things I thought of as a music manager, that we should not only focus on the musical aspect, but let's take it my party as a role model to the women, to the girl, and do some projects focusing there. And it is my wish that we get funding and some sponsorship. And I'm glad our organization, Muonde, I work for, is prepared to sponsor us one day.
Wow. Man, I really appreciate how we wanted to continue the conversation, such a rich conversation, because I've learned so much, and I believe those that are watching have also learned a lot. And definitely we're going to make plans to bring the conversation to the Zvishavane there and be able to experience the real life, the situation on the ground, and also capture some stories. But thank you so much. I would definitely get in touch and do another part 2 of the conversation where we focus on other things that you're also working on. But congratulations on the new film that you just released it, right?
Yeah, we released it.
Great. So
yeah.
Congratulations on that, and also on the documentary, working on Zvishavane Sounds and everything that you're doing there. Well done. Keep up the great work.
Okay. Yeah. One thing, Claude, before you go, please bring the combi station to Zvishavane.
Definitely. We're going to make a plan.
I think it was the reason why the hard drive crashed. You never
so
visited Zvishavane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, with our connection to Sigure here.
Yes.
You should visit us. And
is there Ben
the combi station?
Are they like
Ben or not? Yes.
Yeah.
So exactly. They're even more than that, because they usually do gule competitions with the berry, and Zvishavane Maglas. It is called Maglas Chimutali.
Yeah.
They always beat Ben in the competitions. Even in those
definitely
competitions.
Coming there to capture all that hidden talent and hidden cultures.
Please come.
Great. Wow, thank you so much, Emmanuel. I really appreciate the time that we spent talking. Zvish, just keep doing the work that you're doing there. And to everybody who's been watching there, I've been speaking to Emmanuel Mhike, who is a filmmaker, he's a content creator, he's a cultural activist, and also somebody who qualified from the Midland State University to the degree in musicology. And he continues to work within his community, has won awards in the UK at Sheffield University, and has also won awards back at home recently, just won another award, and he continues to win different hearts by the work that he's doing. Thank you so much for watching, and keep those requests, keep those inquiries coming through as we give you some of the amazing creatives from Zimbabwe. Emmanuel, thank you so much.
Thank you, Plot. Thank you so much. And one more thing, I'm now a master. I graduated on Friday as a Master of Development Studies.
Oh, wow, man. I'm so much inspired. I'm so much encouraged, man. Wow, this is great.
Yeah.
Congratulations on this prize.
Thank you, brah. Thank you so much. And also, you inspired me a lot. You taught me a lot, brah. And you remain my role model. And the combi station is a game changer. If I was one of the organizers of any awards, I was going to give you an award for the combi station.
Wow, that means
that's a great initiative, my guy.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Your words are already an award to us, because it means a lot coming from you as a fellow creative to just acknowledge and appreciate the work that we're doing at earGROUND.
Thank you so much. We want the combi station to move around the growth points now. You leave the towns, and combi stations do some rural documentation.
Awesome. Wow, thank you so much, everybody who's been watching. My name is Plot Mark. I'll be speaking there to my brother, my comrade. Somebody who keeps doing some amazing work. He has never stopped since day one, and he keeps doing some amazing, amazing work. Emmanuel Mhike. Until next time, I'm out.